Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host, Chris Dysons. We're here with the actual review of Animal Crossing New Horizons. And I've been streaming this game quite a lot on the channel, all that sort of thing. Now, this is the sequel to New Leaf that was released on the 3DS. And I thought I would show you all the different features of the game and what I think about it and things like that. This is a particularly hard game to review because there's still things to unlock in the game. It's a slow paced game, that sort of thing. So here is the mailbox. I've got a new piece of music. So you basically are a little villager and you get an island package getaway from Tom Nook. And you basically live the life on an island and you help to build up your island by, catching fish and collecting bugs. And you can donate them to the museum where I will show you eventually. So some of the common items that you will use is the ladder, the net to catch your bugs, watering your flowers, which is always nice, shoveling things such as finding money in the ground or fossils that you exchange at the museum, and you have the slingshot when balloons float across the sky and you can pick up interesting things, and the axe to cut down items, and of course a more stronger axe. Now, one of the newest things in Animal Crossing is the crafting section, which is it feels quite natural thing for Animal Crossing. I think one of the weak points of crafting is that you can only craft one item at a time, and probably some of the item durability issues people get annoyed at, having to make a new axe or new net or fishing rod. When it breaks, it's never a great time for that sort of thing. So a lot of the things that you can craft are tools, housewares from all sorts of different types, stone, and of course the Easter event that was recently done. Odds and ends here, which is always cool. Wall-mounted wallpaper, floors and rugs, accessories, other bits and pieces such as your fencing that you can do, craftable items, currently have none, seasonal recipes from different seasons of the time, and your favorite recipes. You can put all your items out here, and you've got different trees where you can cut down. Now, some of the other stuff that you can do in Animal Crossing is terraforming, which is very cool. That's one of the items that you can get later on in the game. Now, your Nook phone is one of your new features. It's a smartphone, which is excellent. Now you can take pictures, which is excellent. You can zoom it in and zoom it out. And hang on, we did that wrong, didn't we? And you can get them to look at each other. You can even show an expression. Angry. These are some of the reaction expressions that you can learn from the different villages that move in. And you can change your frames and types of pictures too, which is very, very cool. One of the other features is a Nook Miles, which is sort of like a rewards program, which you can achieve, such as island togetherness, chatting with residents each day. You can also do things for recipes, bugs, digging up stuff, planting flowers, getting different fruits on your island, fishing, building up your house, housing extensions you can get from Tom Nook, of course, for a fee, and selling items at the store. So you can do things like garden paths too, your custom designs. So these are things that you can set up in your home, and also to clothing as well, which is pretty cool. So you can even wear it like this now I'm Link from Breath of the Wild, which is excellent. Some of the other features is your Criticpedia, a whole host of fish and bugs that you can get, and they tell you which months are around and when they're active during the active hours, and it also tells you if you've donated to the museum as well. You also have the recipes that we saw before. You have the map, which is actually very useful. Actually, it's a long time since I've seen that, and it gives you a bit of a good idea. And you can actually click always on, always off, which is handy if you're trying to, work out your building of the island and stuff like that, which is excellent. The chat log, so you can chat with other people online. You have your passport, which helps you travel to different islands, and the mystery island if you run out of materials to sell and do things with. You have your best friends here, or your friends that are online. So we've got one person online, and we have the rescue service. If you get stuck on your island, you get trapped somewhere on your island and you can't get out. Now you have all these cool signs that we've got. Here's the airport you can go into. And that's where you go to travel to other islands, and you can let people in through that. And there's your letters that you can send letters and presents to all your friends, which I think is a very cool thing to do. Now, there's all your villages, all the houses you can go to. The Able Sisters, which they're closed at the moment. I'm doing this review a bit early, but that's where you go to do your clothing. That's one of the things that gets upgraded over time. The museum, which we'll just have a quick look into there. So, how does it compare to New Leaf? I think it's definitely a better game. Obviously, you can play it handheld and on your TV as well. I think one of the critiques that I have about the game, and these are some of the awesome things that I've collected over time. I think one of the problems is that I do feel like that there is a lack of bugs and fish in the game. Like I've already, for example, there's a lot of cool things here that I've managed to put together here. Oh, that looks awesome. But like, for example, if you look here, in the PDF. I've only been playing it for less than a month, and I've nearly caught and found most of the fish, and even most of the insects too, which is really interesting. I hope that they extend this, because there's still quite a few to get, but it sort of feels like under a month. This is a game that you can play for months or years, and many people do that, the big fans, and it's a little bit disappointing that that's a bit of an issue. So we'll just hop out of there. And that's probably one of my criticisms of the game, where I feel like I've knocked out a lot of the game already. Or maybe it's because it's my second rodeo and I sort of know exactly what I'm doing. So here's one of my villages, Apple. And she's lovely. Got one of these. Who's this? The shoe specialist, and sometimes you see people here doing little deals and things like that, and you can buy different shoes. This is kicks, so you get another one. You get a few people coming to the residential place. This place here is you get all your messengers, which is cool. And this is the residential building. You have Tom Nook, and here you can basically exchange your Nook miles that you save up for some of these cool items. Bell vouchers, miles tickets to go to your mystery island. or your fencing that you can build. And you get some really cool items here. The monster statue, you can get the pool, teacup ride, things like that, which is excellent. And all these cool little items too. And the Nook shopping, is you can get special goods that you can get over time, which is very cool. And these are all the things that you've already obtained, that some of the items are not for sale and some of them that you can get, like the special Nintendo Switch there, all the items that you've purchased over time. And that's the same for clothes and wallpaper and that too. Now this building comes later on if you've just purchased the game or you haven't. So these options are what should I do? You sort of give you tips on what to do. Batch a home, that's more about your loans and stuff like that. Infrastructure, such as making bridges and inclines and things like that. Or you can change your layouts, moving all the different buildings on the island if you want to. That will cost a fee. No, I'm good, Tom. Oh, Isabel's asleep. We better wake her up. Now, with Isabel, we can talk about the island, talk about how good things are, discuss a resident if, residents misbehaving. You can change the island tune or the flag. Mine is a 3-star island, which is pretty cool. And you get a little bit of feedback about how the island's like. So my scenery is good. So they want me to decorate it. So putting items and furniture pieces and things like that all over the island seems to be the big thing that they want me to do still. And that's fine. That's recycle bin or broken things that you may not want. So yes, it is Animal Crossing. It is still a great game. Overall, what do I think about it? I think it's a pretty cool game. I think I really enjoy it. I've had a lot of fun with it. One of the things that you can build. Oh, don't run through the grass. But yeah, I think overall I'll give it a 9 out of 10. It's not a perfect game. There's definitely some things about it that irritates me, such as the slow crafting and bits and pieces of things that I've noticed too. But it is what it is. It's a great game, especially during these times where everyone's sort of stuck inside. And I look forward to playing more of Animal Crossing New Horizons. If you do have any questions about the game, do let me know in the comments section. So yes, a 9 out of 10. It's a cool game. I'm enjoying it. Hope you enjoy it too if you do buy it. So that's it for me, and I'll see you next time.